I think our viewers who are watching would be interested to know, what do you see in terms of, where are you finding opportunities, and what are you buying right now? What's interesting to you?
Well, I've been very bullish on commodities, and they've gone up almost every single day for the last year, and it looks overextended. So I think we're going to be taking a pause in the short term, probably on commodities. I think maybe the dollar might have a little bit of strength for the rest of this year, having been in a range-bound situation, but recently a little weaker. One of my recommendations in January that I still hold to is for fixed income investing. I think that floating rate corporate debt is good, like bank loans. There's the BKLN ETF. And it was having nothing but outflows during 2020 because people thought interest rates were going to be at zero for the rest of their lifetime. But now they're starting to factor in the idea that maybe interest rates, even on the short end, will ultimately go up. And the bank loans actually yield about the same as longer duration or longer maturity, other below investment grade credit. So I kind of like that. I think this will ebb and flow with the wiggles and jiggles of the market. But ever since we started DoubleLine until about 6 weeks ago or so, we never owned any European stocks. We hated them. We didn't like their negative interest rates. We thought there were all kinds of structural problems in the Eurozone. And we actually, thanks to the valuation and thanks to our longer term dollar view, which is definitely a lower dollar. And I don't mean this year. I mean longer term view. And I think you're going to be better off in European equities. So we actually bought some. And they've performed this year exactly the same or slightly better than US stocks. That's another one of these trends that seems to be changing. Just like the NASDAQ is no longer outperforming the S&P 500, suddenly non-US stocks are not lagging anymore. They are in Japan, and in China, but not in Europe. Europe is actually slightly outperforming, and that's another sign. The thing that I think it's too early for, that I like longer term, is emerging market equity. Just the emerging markets are having significant problems with slower vaccination, with inferior healthcare systems, and really struggling. I mean, emerging markets aren't up at all. So we have basically the developed markets are doing well, and for now the emerging, and emerging will do well, but I don't think it's this year.
Well, certainly something we will be watching. Jeffrey Gundlach, CEO of DoubleLine Capital, I thank you so much for your time.